I'd like to invite everybody to come down to Loyalist MMA on Monday night, 205 North Front Street, for a free seminar in support of the Discipline MMA event in the Highway of Heroes. Hi everybody, I'm Mair from Discipline MMA, here with my partner Andrew Babcock from Loyalist MMA here in Belleville. And we're here to help promote the Discipline MMA event, April 27th at the Yardmen Arena. And we're going to go over some wrestling for MMA techniques from the clinch and from the tie clinch. Okay, so first we're going to start off in a clinch, a pummel position, which is very, very dominant in MMA now. Okay, so we start in an under and over position here. Okay, most important thing about this position is I need to keep my body strong, my legs bent a little bit, my shoulder right in the middle of his chest. Okay, and the other thing I have to do is I got to stay loose. Okay, this is the big mistake everybody makes is they think they get in this clinch and they got to show how strong they are. If I'm loose, I can be active and make transitions to many other moves. And if I'm too tight, I telegraph it and he sees it come. Okay, so first we'll start here. Okay. I give my partner a little push, he pushes back into me. First technique I'm going to do is an arm drag. I'm going to reach up to the tricep here, push the arm down, and drag him down. Nice and tight. Okay, quicker, push it, nice and tight. Very important that I keep this arm locked very tight and I'm on the hip and my hips are locked in so Andrew can't go anywhere. Okay. Next technique from here. We're in this position, and we're going to reach into an underhook position. Underhook is the most dominant position from this position here, okay? If I can move to an underhook position here, I've got lots of offensive options, and Andrew's are very limited, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we've got good pressure on the shoulder. We got our hand up blocking Andrew's head, okay? And from here, depending on what my opponent does, I like to pull down on the shoulder. Many guys react by pulling up a little bit. When he does, you can take a single leg. Okay, then I'm pulling down nice and tight, Andrew reacts up, single leg. Okay, a lot of times when I go for this single leg, Andrew's a good wrestler, he's going to feel it, he's going to pull that leg back. As he pulls that leg back, my hand is going to come across at a 45-degree angle, I'm going to tap the knee, put him down. Okay, again, pulling down, I reach for this single, he comes back, come across to a knee tap, and down. Okay, so third option when I'm in this underhook position, I'm blocking here, okay? I always like to push in first to see what his reaction is, right? Some guys are going to push back hard, right? And if they do, from here, I've got two options. The first is to come in with the big knee, okay? And the second can happen after the knee. As it comes down, I'm going to rotate, pressure on the shoulder, right? Put him off balance to his head here. Bring him down, okay? From here, you can work for a submission. So again, I'm in the pummel, I take the underhook, I push, right? I've got the single leg option, I've got the knee tap option, but Andrew's very strong and he's pushing me back, okay? So I take the pressure, and I can give him a knee here, and then come back and rotate down. And the final option from here is off of that push. If Andrew's really strong and he doesn't go down off of that, all I'm going to do is I'm going to snap it down and take his head. Okay? And from here, I can move into any choke hold and control. Okay? So the next sequence we're going to do is off the tie clinch, and it works well with the underhook series, right? A lot of times when you're pummeling with a guy, you start in a pummel position. Many guys have tie experience, so they're going to come to the collar tie, or they're going to look for a double tie clinch on both sides here. Okay? So when this happens, we need to break it. We can't stand here, okay? The key is our foot movement, right? And creating pressure here. And this will set up some very nice transitional attacks for me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach and I'm going to punch across Andrew's face here to his trap, okay? That loosens the grip, okay? As I do that, I'm going to move to the right, and my hand comes up strong, okay? Before Andrew regains his balance, I'm going to pull his head back, and I'm going to move back to the left. And as you can see, I've taken the position over. Okay, so the key is movement. It's not about standing here strong and seeing fighting here, guys, tough like this and seeing who wins. It's push-pull. So Andrew's here, I turn the angle, I move, I come back. Okay? So the techniques I can set up from here, there are many, right? As he's in here, and I come in, on this side, If he's trying to put pressure hard on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on the back of his head. I'm going to step, and I'm going to pop his elbow here to a shot. Okay? As you can see the position here, then I'll take him right down. Very strong side control position. Okay? So again, I'm in the clinch. Andrew comes in here. It's as he's reaching for it, I'm going to pop underneath his elbow here. I'm going to pull on his head. At the same time, I'm going to shut the elbow by my face. Nice and tight. See how tight I remain on the neck here. Okay? Then I follow him right down. So we're going to show one more action off the tie clinch, which is a duck under, okay? The same thing, I'm going to attack to one side, right? And I'm going to attack when he's reaching for it. That's the best time. Once he gets all tight here, it's hard to move him, okay? So it's hard to initiate this technique. I got to create some movement and action, right? And as he's trying to stay with me, that gives me the opportunity to duck. So I'm going to pull on the back of his head. I'm going to pop the elbow here, nice and tight. Okay? My head is nice and tight. I got his head nice and tight, and my hips are locked in. From here, my arm is going to go down into the crotch, and Andrew's in big trouble. Okay? So I'm in a big, strong position here. It doesn't matter what Andrew does. I'm going to pop my hips in. I'm going to lift his hips, and I'm going to pull down on his head, and he's going to go up and over. Okay? Very important here, guys. This is not a strength move. Okay? This is technique. So if my foot position and my body position isn't strong, I can't execute. Okay? So one more time, we're in the tie clinch. Andrew reaches in on this side. Right? I'm going to pop up, and down. Okay? Andrew's my partner. I like him, so you see I didn't come down on him hard. In a real fight, we can see how hard I can come down on him.